Hi, and welcome to CNET62, the Network Plus prep class. I want to just make a short video just to kind of orient us on the course. If we've never met, my name is Ken Miller. I'm the professor in the Computer Networking Technology Department, and I'm your instructor for your online classes. Many of you, looking at the names, we've had other classes, but some of you I haven't had yet. But let me share my screen real quick. And let's look at our modules. That's really kind of the bread and butter of um, our information here. All right, so last week, right, was really week 0. We just had Thursday, and everybody that's still in the class, you did the introduce yourself, right? You went on there and you said, hey, here's my favorite food, here's my favorite movie. What do I want to get out of the Network Plus class and so forth. So that was really good. I appreciate that. Um, and what I want to do is tell you about the way the class is set up. First off, there's a video I made that gets you started on working on the labs. So make sure you take a look at that. There's also the learning objectives for week 1. Which you can click on that. And that pretty much just gives you the lay of the land. What are we going to do this week? What material are we going to work on? And then every week there's a discussion, which is just a prompt that basically says, share your experience using a network. Have you ever created or set up a network such as Bluetooth or a wireless network? What challenges may have you encountered? And then what you want to do is just respond to this prompt by Wednesday. So that has a hard due date of Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. And then you need to respond to 2 of your peers before Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And if you look at the rubric, let me show you a rubric here. Yeah, show rubric. If you respond on time, posted prior to the deadline, and you have more than just I like networks, period, one little blurb, put some thought into it, give some, couple sentences, I'm not looking for a book or a novel or anything, but just respond to that. You'll get 5 points there. And if you have 2 peer responses that are thoughtful and constructive and relevant, you'll get full points there. If you're late, you're going to lose some points. If you don't do anything, you get no points. So be careful and look at those rubrics and make sure you're meeting all of the requirements there. All right. The other thing I want to mention is each week there is a homework quiz. So this homework quiz is on Canvas. Well, actually, it loads up from let's see what it's doing. It goes on the CNET62 quiz 1, and you start the quiz, and it's going to ask you some questions. And if you've done the reading for the week, which you can get to if you go here, let me score that. And I'm probably going to get a 0, right? Because I didn't do anything. Yeah. And it tells you what you got wrong there. And then you'll see on these quizzes, there's also the information about the labs. So each one of these labs, like 1.2.1 is getting to use the simulator. If you open something from test out and you get an error message, what I found you need to do is come into your settings of your browser, privacy and security, and make sure I think the default is here with the cross-site tracking cookies and isolate. Just set it to cross-site and then everything will work fine for your settings there. But you can come in here and watch this video, and then you'll get the score that you want on the test out. Okay. All right. So that's what I wanted to just go over briefly, just so you kind of are prepared for what's to come. Now, there's a lot of material on test out. If you, once you create your account, if you open a web browser and go to testout.com and then click on this CertMaster login and then log in, you can come into, and you'll go right into your thing here. But if you click on this, where you go back here, and you see that's the course introduction, and you can find all kinds of information in here. And it's a really good way, you know, there's more information on here, like 1.1.5 is not one of the assignments for this week. Okay, so there's more on tests out than what we're actually using in the course. And what that means is that only the ones that are linked here on the front page of the modules, those are the only ones you have to do, which only there's like 109 of them for this class. So there's plenty of them to do, but they're 2 points each. And you can take them as many times as you need to until you get 100%. So, and I would encourage you to do that, right? So you want to make sure that you're spending time going over this material. And as I mentioned in the class introduction, you should anticipate spending at least 6 hours a week on this class. Now it's online, so you can do that anytime you really want to. But if you do run into problems with test out, I would use the test out tech support, and they're going to have normal business hours. I think it's 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. So if you wait till Sunday night at like 11:55 to start doing all that work, which everything's due at 11:59 p.m., and you run into some sort of problem, you know, that's going to be a bad situation. So make sure you are aware of that. All right. And if you have any problems or questions with the material or with Canvas or with the mechanics of the course, shoot me an email, go to the Canvas inbox and send me a message, and I'll respond to you as quickly as I can. All right. Hopefully you're doing well and you're not too hot in this heat wave we're having. It's supposed to cool down on Tuesday, I believe. And hopefully I'll see you either online or on campus some other time. All right, take care and have a good week.